Hi there, this is Omega Supreme here with a special Transformers toy review. I'm having a look at Unite Warriors Combiner Hunt Leader Grand Galvatron. That's a bit of a mouthful. He's basically the Takara version of Galvatronus. So rather than just give us Cyclonus and have a kind of a mashup of limbs, they've given him his own custom limbs, which you can put with him. Obviously, because it's Combiner Wars, you can mix and match however you want. Here's the box art. Looks really awesome. You can see you've got his kind of blaster on the side there, which is like a Galvatron proper blaster. You've got Ghost Starscream on the side there, being all kind of see-through. You've even got Cyclonus flying in the background here. I don't know who those other ones might be. It might be another kind of, what's Cyclonus's armada, I can't remember. Turn it around to the side here, normal. On the back here, you've got a picture of him in combined mode. And then you've got all the different robots that make up the combiner. So you've got, from the top there, you've got Zombie War Breakdown. You've got Wandering Roller, who is like Roller, the Optimus Prime's little roller. And he is an Autobot, all the rest are Decepticons. You've got Curse Armada Thrust. New head sculpt with that one. It's really cool. You've got Ghost Starscream. He's absolutely brilliant. Completely see-through, as you can see from the picture there. Obviously, new head sculpt as well. That one's based on the Skydive mold. And Tactician Cyclonus, which is obviously off the Cyclonus mold. Very different colour scheme as well for that one as well. And then you've got a picture down here of the combined mode, just showing obviously how you can swap and change the limbs around however you want to. And then you've got him in his combined mode there. I have opened him all up and got the figures out and had a good play around with him. But one thing I was going to show you is, I didn't realise until after I'd opened it, is that you can actually open it up and you can see them through that as well if you want to. There's also, I can't, if I can show you or not. So you've got this bit at the top here, on the lid here. So if you can read Japanese, you've got the tech specs for him as well, and all the other different ones. So Ghost Starscream, Zombie War Breakdown, Wandering Roller, Curse Armada Thrust, and Tactician Cyclonus. You've got an overall tech spec as well there. So mostly 10s, 9s, a couple of 8s in there. And then you've got them, a picture of them in robot and vehicle mode. So that's that. And now if we get them in, we'll have a look at them in vehicle mode, have a look at them all together, and then we'll get them transformed, have a look at them in robot mode, and have a look at them in combined mode. Oh, in addition to that as well, they also come with a collector's coin. So I'll just show you that. So you've got this here, opens up, and you've got your collector's coin in there. So that's a pretty cool Galvatron one in there. And so you get the instructions that come with it as well. Shows you each one. Fairly decent instructions as well. Showing you how to combine into each mode, and then the overall combined mode as well. And then it shows you can see with the instructions as well, shows you a different place to put the blaster. So rather than his hand, it actually sticks onto Starscream like that. It shows you all different places where you can store all the weapons as well, so you don't have to worry about those as well. And shows you the kind of interchangeable nature of the Combiner Wars figures. Okay, so first up we've got the leader, which is Cyclonus. So bring him into picture. And yeah, I mean, he's very different kind of purple. It's almost like a blue with a painted purple on these bits here. The cockpit's really nicely done. You've got loads of detail and different paint apps all around here. Nice Decepticon symbols. It's a really nice use of the colours on here as well. And that's kind of how he looks from underneath. You can pull out the wheels if you want to as well, so you've got that on here, and you can also peg the guns on top here, like underneath, like so. like that, so you can have him flying with this kind of Galvatron gun underneath if you want to. But yeah, I think he looks really cool. I'll try and bring in my other Cyclone as well, so you can see what he looks like alongside him. But he's a much lighter colour than the original Cyclonus that we got through Hasbro. You know, I really do like this one. I love the other Cyclonus as well, so it's just different, you know. I really like both. It's just very different from the other one, so that's really cool. So that's Cyclonus there. Big fan of that one. And next up, we've got Ghost Starscream. So look at that. That is brilliant, isn't it? All translucent plastic. This is used using that's a soft plastic at the top there, using the skydive mould. Different head sculpt there, obviously, but really nice. And you know, you can see all the detail kind of through it as well. You've got see-through clear plastic, red and blue, going all the way through, and some nice paint apps added to that vehicle mode as well. And he comes with this kind of grey gun here, and obviously his combiner gun as well. What they've done with the combiner guns is they've done them all in this kind of gunmetal grey colour, so it's a different sort of colour than we're used to. Normally we just get black with those ones. Next up we've got Thrust, Armada Thrust. Sorry, my boys have been playing with them, so some of them just slightly mistransformed. So just pop these arms back in like that. Okay, so we've got Thrust here. This one is based off the skydive mould. You know, and because it's different colours, just looks completely different. This dark grey and kind of metallic green that they've used with it, with this other kind of lime green that they've used, you know, which was, you know, the same sort of colours as the original Armada Thrust as well, and new head sculpt to go with it as well. So I did show you that, but I'll see a view from underneath. I'll save that for the robot mode. And he comes with similar gun as well, same sort of gun, and like I said, the combiner ones are kind of like charcoal sort of gunmetal grey. And what they've done is they've kind of done they've got the same ones for these. Yeah, most of them are the same. So I've tried to use the same ones for most of them, it looks like. So those, I think they've got them down as the hands, and these two is the feet here as well. Okay, so we've got those down here. Next up, who should we do? Let's do Breakdown. So this is supposed to be Zombie Breakdown, which is based off the off-road mould. And you know, it's really good use of the mould. I think it looks really nice. Nice silver detailing and wheels on here as well. They've even done the kind of wing mirrors silver as well, and you've got little Decepticon symbols on either side here as well, and a nice little bit of red detailing going across there as well. And they've done the tail lights in as well as the back window on him as well, which isn't normally done. And he comes with the standard kind of axe that comes with this mould. You see when it comes through to the robot mode that the head sculpt in this one really does suit this figure. And then next up you've got Roller, and he looks really cool. Painted pretty much all silver with some sort of like dark green and sort of orangey red sort of coming through onto him. I think the boys have just not put that head in there. But yeah, they've even painted some of the alloys on here as well. These bits are different colours to the main bit there, so they kind of stand out a little bit as well, and these kind of look like little sirens on the top here as well. Yeah, it's really cool. You've got a little Autobot symbol on the front there as well. yeah, it's just pretty cool. And obviously you can do the same thing where you can peg that on the front there if you want to, or just have it on there, and then you can get hold of the other one and kind of peg it that onto there if you want to as well. So you can have it like that, or you can peg it on the top there if you want to as well. So you can have it like that. And he rolls real nice. Cool mould, based off Rook. So it looks really good. So obviously we're going to get a few of these. So I think they've used the same mould as well for Impactor as well for the Transformers Collectors Club. So that's them all in vehicle mode. I won't go through the transformations because they're the same as we've seen before. So what I'm going to do now, get them transformed, and we're going to have a look at them in robot mode. Right, here we go. We've got Cyclonus in his robot mode, and obviously the same colours sort of come through into robot mode as they were in vehicle mode, although the kind of lighter purple in here is slightly more prominent on his arms and on the side on here. But you know, the paint apps that they've used throughout are really nice. They've got a little bit of orange in here, a nice bit of silver. Again, this kind of glossy kind of plastic they've used for it as well, and that matches the actual paint that they've used, which is the same color as well. So those two sort of match quite well. Sometimes where they have, say, one color plastic and then something else which is painted, they don't quite match up, but they do in this instance. All the tolerances and things on them are, you know, pretty tight. This bit here stays in quite well, which on the Hasbro figure had a habit of kind of drooping down a little bit. So that's really good. The only thing I'd say was slightly softer were these leg bits here. So, but as long as you get them right, they're not, you know, bad that he'll fall over or anything. It's just, you know, if they're not kind of right, he might sort of topple over, but there's no chance of it kind of giving away or anything else like that. Looks good with his kind of orange blaster and the shield on the side there. I have almost sort of put the wings out like that. I think he looks kind of better that way as opposed to having everything kind of tucked in like that. So I always have these out like that. Makes them look a little bit bigger, a bit more menacing. I'm not sure which Cyclonus figure I prefer. If you know, I think it's quite nice that we've got two. Nice to have them kind of side by side. You can always have one in combined mode, this one and the other one in robot mode. So, you know, I think you don't necessarily have to pick between each one. But yeah, so if you've got the original Cyclonus, I don't think this would put you off buying this set at all. So that's Cyclonus in robot mode. Next up, I'll put this to the side and we'll have a look at Ghost Starscream. So, you know, if you're into light piping and things like that, this probably is the guy for you. Everything's see-through. There's only a few bits of kind of solid plastic on him. The head, first of all, the combiner piece in here, which is a nice kind of orangey yellow colour, which kind of matches the colours that you would normally associate with Starscream, and sort of this grey plastic here, which matches the gun here as well, and the kind of thigh pieces here as well. Close up of the head sculpt so you can have a look at that. Really cool, very mean, menacing Starscream look. Not the normal kind of grin that you would see on most Starscream figures, but I do really like this. I would have liked to have seen Seekers done for these rather than for this mould rather than the leader class ones that we've got, although they're really nice. It's been really cool to have these as a combiner. I think this looks really cool. Really like this Starscream mould. I think this looks cool. And next up we'll have a look at Thrust. And this guy, you know, he's got really cool head sculpt. Have a look at it in here. So really nicely done. Paint's really nice. On the front here, it's really nice how they've done this. Again, like the original figure where you've got some details on one side, which are then different from this side. So it's not all the same. And again, the green plastic in here matches the paint apps that are used on the front here and on here as well. So you've got some really nice colours used on here. Nice, you've got the grey plastic and then the green painted over the top there, which is done really nicely, and the silver feet. You've got his hands, which are different colours as well. and then you've got two little Decepticon symbols either side here, which look really nice. And even the underwings, underneath the wings, is all painted, and the guns underneath the wings as well. So that carries over into robot mode as well. So there you go. So that's Thrust. Pretty pleased with him. Next up, we'll have a look at Breakdown. And what I really like about Breakdown, if you have a look at his head sculpt here, is it just looks as if it was meant for this figure. You know, it looks, you know, it doesn't look like Off-Road anymore. It looks like Breakdown. I really like the colours that we used in here, and you know, the choice of character. You know, the vehicle mode fits really well, and the head sculpt for the robot mode fits really well. Colours throughout are nice. You've got different paint apps used on the original. So it's silver here. You haven't got this painted in here. The hands are painted, as well as the kind of upper part of the arm here as well. And you've got yellow painted in the side here as well. And then on the feet here, you've got the knee, which is painted silver, and kind of feet and this kind of like square in here as well. So yeah, really impressed again with Breakdown, as I am with all of the figures in this set. And next we've got Roller. I mean, I say he's based on the Transformers Optimus Prime Roller, but the colours on him are very similar to, is it Transformers RAD? They've got one character called X-Brawn. Perhaps they called him Roller in the US, I don't know. Someone could probably correct me on that, but it looks certainly similar to the colours that were used on him, and the fact that you've got this orange, sort of metallic grey and silver on him. They look like the same colours that were used, and he was like a pickup truck or something like that. But yeah, very cool. Basically, you know, recolour of Rook, the head sculpt and everything's exactly the same, so they haven't done too much on that one. But you know, the colours work, and he looks different. You know, he does, unlike the others. You know, he does just look like a repainted Rook in robot mode, whereas the others look like new characters. But I still really like this figure. So let's have a look at them all together as a group. So bring in Cyclonus here, bring it to the side there, bring in Ghost Starscream, Thrust in there, and then we'll pop in Breakdown in the back there. So that's all of them together like that in robot mode. Next up, what we're going to do is get them in transformed and have a look at them in combined mode. Right, here we are, we've got them all combined, and you can see he looks really cool. A lot of differences from the Hasbro version. On the Hasbro version, near enough all of this on the front here is all purple, with silver detailing on here and Decepticon symbol on here, whereas on this one you've just got the kind of light bluey purple plastic on here. This is all grey. You can see you've got red detailing going across here, so it does look cool. And obviously the head is grey with kind of gunmetal grey used around the face and bright red eyes, which looks really cool. The Ghost Starscream is a brilliant addition to the arm here, with the ability to peg this on as Galvatron's gun with a clear orange barrel to it. It looks excellent, just like the G1 toy. I think, you know, that's where, you know, this fits in really well. As it you know, it does look really nice. And you know, perhaps if you're not getting the Titan Wars Galvatron, you can go for this and have it. This is your Galvatron. I don't know. It's entirely up to you. But for me, this Grand Galvatron set, you know, I don't see this very often, but I think it's a must-have. I just think all the figures that they've put in it are really good. I mean, maybe the Roller one, we use someone else instead of that, a different character. But you know, apart from that, you know, and he is still good, a good character. But you know, Breakdown's really good. Thrust and Starscream are excellent, as is Cyclonus. And you put them together, and you've got this with the gun down the side here, and it just looks really cool with this like see-through arm to him. It just looks excellent. Definitely gonna. It's almost, I don't know how to have them on display. To have them on display like this in combined form, which I probably will do, but they just equally look just as good, you know, individually as their own robots. So yeah, I don't know what to do really. I guess what I could do is have Needle Nose, because I just got him as a Transformers subscription service, have him as an arm, and then you've got Ghost Starscream to display separately if you want to. But I think kind of looks cool here with a kind of see-through arm, especially kind of leading into it, having this see-through arm and the cannon with translucent orange plastic on the side there. I think that looks really good. Articulation, everything's exactly the same, so I won't go through and bore you with all of that. The main differences are obviously the different limbs. We've got the gunmetal grey that's used on the combiner, hands and feet. That matches the same colours as the weapons that you use for breakdown and thrust. You see breakdown's axe is stored on the side here, just down here where my finger is. And then you've got Roller's gun there stored in the back there. And then if you turn around to the back here, we've got the guns combined, one up and one down. So you've got all of the guns, weapons, all on there, all in one place. So it means you don't have to worry about losing any of them. So that's it for now. I hope you've enjoyed the review. Let me know what you think of this set, if you're going to be picking it up or not. That's it for now, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye.